Hi, I'm Ree from mummyof4.com. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about how to start a YouTube channel and avoiding all the mistakes, all the tips that I wish that someone had told me when I started my channel. Before we get started, if you are new here, welcome. Please subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 p.m. I normally post lots of vlogs as well as shop with me and haul videos, speed clean videos and parenting tips, tricks, hacks and advice. I would love to have you as a subscriber. Now this video isn't my kind of normal content, but I've had so many questions about how to start a YouTube channel and how I got into it and my journey and things. So I'm going to start by explaining very briefly about my YouTube journey, and then I'm going to launch into all the tips that you just really need to know, all the stuff that will save you so much time and figuring out the hard way, and really, if you're going to start a channel, help you start it the right way. Now, I started my YouTube channel back in the summer of 2017 when my youngest daughter was just a few months old. The reason I started it was because I was always getting so many questions about different baby products or cloth nappies or whatever else it may have been from friends and family that were about to have babies, and I thought, you know what, if I just kind of put it all in one place, I do it as a video, and then people beyond my friendship circle can benefit from it. I just wanted to share all the information it took me 4 children to figure out that I wish someone had told me before I had my first baby. So that was the kind of intention behind the channel, and I started and I did a few videos. I didn't really have an upload schedule or anything, and I was just making videos that I thought people would like to see. And then by the October of 2017 I also started my blog, which is mummyof4.com, so please do head over there to take a look after you've watched this video. But I realized that doing it all is really quite difficult. Trying to like launch a blog and launch YouTube channel and really kind of grow both at once. And I was also trying to do Facebook and trying to do Instagram, trying to do Pinterest and trying to do all these things. It's not to say I didn't do all of those things eventually, because I do now use all of those platforms and I have grown all those platforms. But I really would say that it's very difficult to grow multiple platforms very quickly and successfully. So I took a decision to focus more on the blog, and YouTube really took a back seat. The main reason I made this decision was because my children were always being very loud in the background. I always had a baby with me. So in order to do sit down videos, I just was finding it quite difficult to get any quiet to do it, if I'm honest. And I thought, well, if the children are being noisy, I can still type on my blog. So that is why I kind of let it take a back seat. I wish I hadn't, but there was a relaunch. Let me get to that. I was working on my blog and I was working on Instagram, and my Instagram stories were doing really, really well, which is all just me chatting to the camera, video content, very, very relaxed. And I was getting a lot of engagement in that. By the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, please head over and do that after you've watched this video too. I really wanted to put some information out there because I was getting all these questions in via Instagram about various topics, mostly to do with parenting. And I wanted to put it together in a video kind of format because I noticed that people were really responding to my stories, which is video content. And I wanted sort of a more permanent way of putting that together. So I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna give YouTube another go. So back in March 2019, I relaunched my YouTube channel. At the time I had 200 subscribers, most of which had subscribed back when I kind of did that initial push back in 2017. But other than that, the channel was largely dormant. So I had these 200 subscribers. I set myself a goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within 12 months. The reason for that is, as you may know, that is the YouTube threshold for monetization. So if you want to make your channel your business, if you want to be able to add ads to your YouTube videos, so those are the little ads you see sometimes across the screen, sometimes next to a video, before, during or after a video, you have to have the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in order to achieve that. So I thought, gotta pick a goal, let's pick that one. So now I am filming this in April 2020 and I have this many YouTube subscribers. What's the live count on that? Because I don't know off the top of my head. I have managed to grow my channel quite successfully over just over 12 months. And now I'm going to share with you all of the strategies that I have used to do that. My first tip is to start today. Yes, I understand YouTube feels like a very saturated platform with a lot of creators, but every day new creators are joining the platform, and every day it's becoming more saturated. So the very best time to start is today, because it's only by starting that you will ever start to grow. And yes, I understand the very best time to start YouTube would have been when YouTube launched, and the guys that got in there at the beginning are really doing very, very well. But it does not mean that there's no space for you. If you are creating quality videos that mean something to you and really are able to reach people and help people, and we'll get into what those videos might be in a little bit, but there is space for you on this platform, but you have to start. So stop procrastinating, stop putting it off, start today. The next thing we're going to have to realize is your first video is probably not going to be very good, and that is okay. I mean, if you want to scroll all the way back to the beginning of my channel and watch my first videos, they're a little bit cringy, but we've all got to start somewhere. We all start with 0 views, 0 subscribers, and we have to start somewhere. And the only way you learn is by doing things, and the only way you get better is by creating more and more videos and learning as you go. Just because your first video isn't amazing, it doesn't mean you shouldn't post it. In fact, you absolutely should post it. So make your first video and get it posted, and just know that they're only going to get better from there. The next question I get asked a lot is, what exactly do you need to start YouTube? Now, if you have been following me for a while, you'll know I've got lots of various bits I've added into my kit, various tripods and cameras and computers and all sorts of bits and pieces that I have kind of evolved the way that I'm shooting my videos over the time I've been doing it. However, all you need to get started is your phone. Chances are the phone that you have got in your pocket has got a pretty darn good camera on it. I actually started YouTube with just an iPhone and a 16 gig iPad to edit on. So I was filming on my phone, and then I was sending it across to my iPad, and I was editing it on iMovie, although to be honest, you can edit on iMovie on your phone. You don't even need an iPad, but I just thought, you know, bigger screen, so if you've got that option, then use it. But I didn't have a computer that I could use, I didn't have fancy cameras, I didn't have all those bits and pieces. All you need is your phone. Now, if you want to invest in one piece of kit, what I would suggest getting is a tripod, a bit like this one, that I shall link down below in the description. By the way, everything I'm talking about is actually linked in a blog post in the description, so all the links and things, everything in this video, or you might actually be watching this video embedded in the blog post, who knows. But if you want to check out all the information, you want to read through it or refer back to it, it is all in that blog post, all linked below, so be sure to check that out later. So if you want to invest in your very first item for your YouTube channel, make it a little tripod. That's because it is so much easier than trying to prop your phone somewhere. It means you can angle your phone, you can actually use your tripod for other things like doing Instagram lives and things, as well as YouTube. Or if you're in lockdown still while watching this video, because I'm filming this video in April 2020 when the whole world is in lockdown, you can use your tripod for Zoom calls, which is quite good. So if you want to grab yourself a tripod, I have linked the one I'm talking about in the description below. Once you get your tripod, pop it in front of a window for natural light. This is actually how I'm filming at the moment. I am filming facing a window, so I'm not using any lighting and things. I do have lighting that I use from time to time, but mostly when I do these sit down videos, I just positioned my camera, or you can position your phone if that's what you're using, in front of a window so that the natural light is on your face, and that really is the best, most flattering light, and it's going to get the best quality picture out of your camera or your phone camera or whatever you are using. My next tip is to really spend some time learning about how YouTube works. What you've got to understand is YouTube is a search engine. It is the second biggest search engine in the world, owned by the largest search engine in the world, which is Google, and it works pretty much the same way. Using SEO or search engine optimization, you need to make sure that you are making videos, especially at the beginning, that people are searching for. One of my most popular videos on my channel, it's how a lot of people have found my channel, is this video. It is my potty training video. It was sort of filmed like a vlog style video where I was just potty training my youngest daughter, but through the video I was giving lots of tips and hints and things. So it was kind of delivered in like an entertainment-y vlog kind of way, but also was really handy. I'm hoping for people that were looking to potty train their children, because it was packed full of tips and there were printables and things linked in there, and it was just all the stuff that people needed to know in order to get started with potty training. That video has been a successful one for me because of the keywords used in the video. People have managed to find it when they've been searching for potty training tips, potty training in 3 days. So people searching terms like that on YouTube have found my video, they've watched my video, and then they've subscribed to my channel. Even though I filmed that video last August, that video still is one of the highest viewed videos on my channel each and every month, because it is still bringing me traffic through those search terms. Now, how on earth do you find these search terms and know which videos to make? Stay tuned, we are going to talk about that in a moment. Next thing you need to know is that YouTube really wants to, more than anything else, keep people on YouTube. So the more your videos help to keep people on YouTube, the more people that YouTube will show your videos to. And there are a few crucial ways that YouTube measures how well you are keeping people on YouTube and decides how to push out your videos or not, as the case may be. The first metric that's important is CTR, or click-through rate, and that simply means the percentage of people, when shown your thumbnail, and that's just the little picture that shows up when you try deciding whether or not to click on a video, the percentage of people who have seen that thumbnail or that video and decided to click on it. So the higher your CTR, your click-through rate, the more YouTube will like you, and the more people that YouTube will show that thumbnail to, and then the more views and subscribers you are likely to get. The next metric that's important to look at is views. Now, the more views a video gets, the more YouTube thinks, hey, people like this video, let's show it to more people. And I understand, as a new creator, it can be really frustrating to hear that to get views, you need views, but there are ways to cut through all of this, and we'll get to those in a second. The next metric that is important to YouTube is likes. So that is literally the number of thumbs up that you get on a video. By the way, if you haven't yet done it, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me and my channel, and it signals to YouTube that you are enjoying this content and that they should show it to loads more people. The next metric to look out for is comments. The more comments that a video has, the more engagement that YouTube sees that the audience is having with that creator, and it just is another signal to YouTube that it is a valuable video and they should show it to more people. And with that being said, please do take this opportunity to comment below. Let me know if you're watching this video because you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel. Let me know if you have a channel and how far along with it you are, or if you're just watching because you're interested in how the whole process works. I'd love you would let me know, and obviously it will help to signify to YouTube that you're enjoying my content, and it will help to show my content to more people and grow my channel. Another valuable metric is shares. The more time a video is shared, the more YouTube thinks, hey, people must like this. If they are sharing it, let's show it to even more people. And the metric that is arguably most important at the moment for YouTube, and I say arguably most important, it's because no one really knows exactly. It's all sort of conjecture, and within the YouTube community, we kind of have to guess what the exact algorithm is. No one really knows, but there is evidence to support that watch time is an absolutely key metric to growing your YouTube channel. Basically, the more watch time you have, so the longer people are watching your videos before clicking off, and the more videos they are watching one after the other, the better. The way you increase your watch time is by making better quality videos, potentially by making longer videos, because obviously if you only make very short videos, you're not going to have as much watch time. The other thing you can do is create things like playlists, so that when your audience gets to the end of one video, then they can be moved on to another video, and to use things like end cards, which you will see if you watch to the end of this video, where I will point you in the direction of other videos that you might like to watch. Now, a really great source of information for really learning about YouTube for new YouTubers is a book that I read. I say read, I actually got the audiobook, which is how I kind of managed to digest my content around fitting in, working and having 4 children. But it is the book YouTube Secrets. It is a really detailed description of everything you need to know about YouTube to really understand it and get started. So although I've given you a little bit of an overview here in this video, then if you really want to know more and you're really serious about making YouTube work, make sure you grab a copy of that book. So there is a link down below to grab your copy of that book, or get the book on Audible for free when you have a free trial of Audible. So if you want to get that, then all the details for that are below. My next tip is to know exactly who you are making videos for, and this is sometimes known as an avatar, and it is just a really detailed description of one specific person that you are talking to when you make videos. So you might have a friend in mind, you might have a specific person that you have made up. It might be that you're talking to you a few years ago. So a lot of the videos that I make, I'm kind of talking to me before I had all these children and before I knew the things that I now know. By making those videos that for me a few years ago, then I know who I'm talking to, I know the kind of content I need to be making, and I know the kind of problems that this person, so me a few years ago, is facing. Having this really clear idea in your head is going to do so much better than saying I'm making videos for everyone, because not everyone is going to like your videos, and that is okay. The more specific you are, the more successful your videos are going to be, because if you talk to everybody, you end up talking to no one. The next thing you want to think about is your niche. So will you have a gaming channel? Will it be a vlog channel? Will it be a how-to channel? Will it be a cookery channel? What are you going to make videos about? What will be your niche? And quite often, the more niche your channel is, the more successful it will be, because if it's very broad, you're competing with all of YouTube. And often by niching down and talking about quite specific things, you're more likely to get those views and subscribers. The next thing I want you to think about is how you're going to add value, and we're going to talk about this through the 3 E's. Will your channel be entertainment? Will it be empowering? Or will it be educational? So if you think about educational videos, they could be videos about how to do things, they could be how to use camera equipment, how to teach your child something, how to clean something. Those very specific how-to videos are a really good place to start, because they are searchable. So how to potty train your child, for example, would fall under an educational video, and it is a searchable term. So lots of these E, as in education videos, are a really good place to start. The second E we're talking about is empowering. So these videos are about self-growth or feeling better about yourself. Do you want your channel and your videos to uplift and empower people? And if so, think about the types of videos you can make about that type of content. And then the third E is entertainment. So these videos might just be kind of funny videos or vlogs, or just pure entertainment. Lots of the channels and lots of the videos, the best ones that do really well, actually manage to incorporate more than one of the E's. So maybe it will empower but also entertain, or it will educate but also entertain. So I just want you to think about, when you're creating your videos, how you will add value and which of the E's you will use. My next tip is to be consistent with your YouTube channel. Now, if only I had actually been consistent from when I very first launched my channel back in 2017, and I had done what I'm doing now, which is 3 videos every week. Just imagine where I'd be now. But hey ho, no point in having regret. All you can do is start today and be consistent. So pick an upload schedule. I would suggest maybe 1 or 2, up to 3 videos a week, but pick something that you know that you can stick to. There's no good promising you can do 3 videos a week and then never doing it. So you're better off starting with something that you know is going to be achievable and sustainable, because it's very easy to be excited at the beginning and be like, yeah, I'm going to do videos every day, but you'll soon realize that making YouTube videos is actually quite a lot of work, and maybe doing daily videos is not going to be sustainable. If you have watched my videos before, you'll know that at the beginning and end of every video I say this. If you have liked this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 PM. I say that at the beginning of the video, I say that at the end of the video, I put it in my description, I put it everywhere. By knowing when I'm putting out content, my audience gets used to knowing when my videos are coming. And it becomes a bit like a soap. When it's on at a certain time, it becomes part of people's routine, they're far more likely to tune back in and watch. My next tip is to brand your channel. So that means picking out colors and branding that are going to be consistent, and you can use those on YouTube and across your other platforms. A really good way to choose your brand colors is through a website called Coolers, which I've used numerous times before. I shall link all this information below. But this website, you quite simply pick colors that you like, and then you are able to choose other complementary colors to go with those colors, and then you lock all those in. You write down all of the hex colors, and then every time you want to use those exact colors, you use those hex colors, which are just basically internet color codes, and then you know that you have got consistent brand colors every time you create your content. For designing things like thumbnails, like we said before, they are the little pictures that appear on YouTube when you are being encouraged to click on a video before you actually click on it, and for things like the little logo that you see next to each creator, the profile picture, and the channel art for when you click on the channel. To design all of these bits and pieces, I use software called Canva. Canva is super easy to use. There is a free version and there is a pro version, so you can try it out completely free, and there is a free forever version. I actually use the pro version because it has so many extra features that I use and love and make my life so much easier, but you can use the free version and that will work perfectly well for you. There is also an app that you can use on your iPad or iPhone or whatever it might be. All of that is linked below as well. Go and check that out for designing your thumbnails, your channel art, and your profile logo designs. Now, a little word about thumbnails. There are a few little tips that I would really like to share with you that I got so wrong initially about thumbnails. Now, in order to add custom thumbnails to your YouTube channel, you need to verify your YouTube channel. Now, there are lots of videos on YouTube about exactly how to verify your channel, but I shall link all the information for that below. I'm not going to go into all that now. It's a bit boring, to be honest, so just go and follow all that. That's just something you have to do once, and once you've done that, then you can add these custom thumbnails. Now, what you need to remember is that YouTube will sometimes, in certain settings, like on the app, put up little bits that cover your thumbnails, like timestamps, things like that. So you need to make sure that if you're adding text to your thumbnails, which I highly recommend that you do, that you add the text on the left hand side of the thumbnail and the picture on the right hand side of the thumbnail, because if there is anything going to be obscured, it is the picture, and if you're going to have a part of your thumbnail being obscured, you are better off having the picture obscured than the writing obscured. Make sure that when you are designing your thumbnails, you keep this in mind and you have all of the text on the left hand side. Next thing to remember is that when people view your thumbnail, it might be really small if they're watching it on a mobile phone or a small handheld device. Don't add too much text to your thumbnails because it needs to be able to be read when it is really small, as well as when it's on a big screen. So keep the text on your thumbnails to a minimum, just a few words at most. Next thing that's super important to think about is keyword research. Now, we touched on this before, and it's all about making the right choices for video titles, description, and tags so that YouTube knows what your video is all about and can pair it up with people who are searching for that video. Now, my channel really started to take off when I discovered a software called Morning Fame. Now, this is an invitation only software, so I had to get another blogger to invite me, but I have got an invitation code for you to use down in the description below if you are interested in trying it out. Now, what Morning Fame does is basically analyze your channel and then helps you to choose the right keywords for the videos that you should be making before you even shoot your videos. It helps you to know, compared to the other channels of similar sizes, how likely certain keywords are to get you seen on YouTube. So I'd highly recommend doing your keyword research even before you press record. So what I tend to do is, before I make my videos, I look at all the keyword research through Morning Fame. I decide exactly what the title is going to be and what the video is going to be about. So I start with, I think I roughly want to make a video about, for example, how to get started on YouTube, and then I make sure that I'm using Morning Fame to know exactly which keywords need to be in my title, and then I try to use the video title words in the actual video so that what I'm saying in the video matches up with the title, because YouTube can understand what you are saying. That's how the subtitles often appear, even if you have not created them. So by saying the keywords that you have chosen in your video, you are more likely to get picked up on YouTube via YouTube search. Now, morning fame is, honestly, I could talk about it all day, but I'm not going to go into it massively. I'm just going to link it below. If you want a full video on how to use morning fame, then that is something I could perhaps look at doing in the future. But for now, I'm just going to link it below and let you go and explore that. My next tip is to remember to add a call to action. And that is just the simple premise that even if people do like your video, if you don't ask them to physically press like on your video, then they won't necessarily do it. So they might think, ah, great video. But unless you say, please leave me a like, by the way, please leave me a like, or please leave me a comment, then, by the way, please leave me a comment, then they won't necessarily do it. So this is why at the beginning and the end of every video, I ask people to subscribe and turn on bell notifications. So I say, hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 p.m. I'm asking people to do that. And then I ask people to like and leave a comment on the video too. So don't forget to ask people to do this. By the way, out of curiosity, as a viewer of YouTube channels, how likely are you to respond to call to action? When someone asks you to like the video or subscribe or comment, do you do it? Let me know in the comments. My next tip is to promote your channel everywhere. So without being spammy, you can still use your Instagram bio link, you can use LinkedIn, you can use it in your Facebook profile, you can use it on Twitter. Add links to your YouTube channel wherever you have an internet presence. And Pinterest, which is a fantastic tool for driving traffic to blogs, is also another place that you can pin your videos just to link back to your YouTube channel. And certainly when you get started, send your videos to friends and family, so just get those likes and comments coming in, get those subscribers, and start working on your watch time. My next tip is to do more of what works. Now, when I started my YouTube channel, I thought that all my videos were going to be how-to videos about breastfeeding and potty training and cloth nappies and all those kind of things. Now, what it turns out is that although those videos do well on my channel, videos that do really well on my channel are more like speed cleaning, shop with me videos, haul videos, and now increasingly vlogs. So how do I know this? Well, partly because the Morning Fame software that I talked about earlier helps me to analyze this. Morning Fame will tell me which videos have done well on my channel and therefore which videos I should make more of. And the way that YouTube works, if you have got a video that does really well and then you've got a video that it identifies as being similar through keywords and things, it thinks, ah, someone enjoyed this video, it is more likely to show your similar content to your audience than if you made a totally random unrelated video. So again, you can use Morning Fame to do this, or you can use your YouTube Creator Studio to just see what is doing well and make more of that type of content, because if your audience is enjoying it, then you should give them more of what they like. My next tip is to upgrade as you go. So yes, I did start on my phone and I'm so glad I did, because at least I got started. Now I do have a better camera and tripod and things. I shall link all the kit that I'm using in a blog post below, but do let me know if you'd like a specific video about the actual kit that I'm using and how I use it, and perhaps my system, because I've got some quite specific systems about how I physically create my content, how I plan it and create it. So if you want a video all about those systems and things, do let me know in the comments below. But you don't need all this stuff to start. Like I said at the beginning of this video, the most important thing is you pick up your device, you hit record, and you start posting, because only by getting started can you improve. So do not be held back by the fact you don't have the top-notch fancy equipment. As your channel grows, then you can add to what you're using and improve it, but just get started. So have you got any specific questions about YouTube or what I do or what YouTubers do? If you have got any really specific questions like that, do not forget to leave them in the comments below and I shall answer them in future videos. Don't forget, if you have liked this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 p.m. If you want to watch my latest video, it's just across here, and if you want to catch another video from my channel that I am sure you will enjoy, you can see that just down here. I'll see you guys soon. Mwah. Bye.